Hi Moglets, today we're taking a look at Skirk. This will be a pretty casual video, just checking out her kit. We also have Dahlia here. I'm recording this before the special program, so I kind of didn't even realize this character was coming. But yeah, I'm going to be mainly focusing on Skirk today. Sword user, alright. Do we have her signature weapon? Damn, that looks nice. Azure Light. Within 12 seconds after an elemental skill is used, attack is increased by 24%. Oh, she's finally the character that uses the set. I wonder if she's built already. Yes, indeed. Finale of the Deep Gallery. I know I got some decent pieces on this set. So 24% attack buff after using skill for 12 seconds, and then another 24% plus 40 crit damage when she has 0 energy. Right off the gate, I can say this probably isn't going to be that good for anyone else, because I'm pretty sure she's the only character that can like consistently stay at 0 energy, although I haven't even read her kit yet, so let's check that out. Normal attack in a vacuum doesn't seem that important, but she might have some transformative stuff, we'll see. I just read her E, I just want to look at that honestly. She does have some movement stuff, so we can, it doesn't last very long. Kind of like a Natlin character outside of Natlin, but at least it won't be worse outside of Natlin, I suppose. Oh wait, we can press E again. Okay, that's just to cancel it. If you tap it, it does transform her attacks to do cryo damage. Damn, and that does look cool. Look at that, Jesus. Those animations are insane. Oh yeah, and we are actually using the burst energy, it looks like over there. Here it says her burst is not reliant on elemental energy. So like for the sake of the passive, does that mean she just always has 0? Like she doesn't even have energy? I guess kind of like Mawika and her fighting spirit. Well, let's go ahead and raise her to unlock the passives and see what materials she needs. Sky Split Gym Bloom. Ensnaring Gaze. Okay, I think I have some of those probably. I'm pretty sure none of these materials are new, so pre-farming should be definitely doable. And there's the final ascension. I actually didn't see what her ascension stat was. I wasn't paying attention. I have to imagine it's crit rate or crit damage. We're raising the weapon as well, but these? Oh, from those guys. Okay. All these materials are also currently in the game. I just kind of didn't recognize those because apparently we didn't need them for much until now. We could C6 her as well, but I want to play with her a bit at C0R1. I am assuming right now raising her normal is still not important because Havoc Warp again has its own multipliers. It's not just a buff to her normal attacks in this mode. Okay, this is a pretty crazy like exploration utility passive. When you're in a pure Hydro Cryo team, the elemental skill level is increased by 1 for everyone. That's like Child's for normal attack, isn't it? But yeah, she's definitely a main DPS, on-field DPS, if that wasn't obvious yet. She can create void rifts when you're doing cryo reactions, but not melt. So as way too many people than I wanted to told me, she is indeed probably going to be good with Escoffier in a mono cryo hydro team, especially, you know, this hints at that as well. There's a talent demo down here, which sounds really interesting. It doesn't work right now because I'm on the creator experience server, but I'm assuming that'll be like little clips of their abilities, so you can kind of see what they look like. And then we have our final passive, Return to Oblivion, which, you know, kind of makes that make even more sense. Basically, when other Hydro or Cryo characters in the team hit opponents, they give Skirk a stack. Each team member can only give her 1 stack, and if you get all 3 stacks, which is only possible in Mono Hydro Cryo, she gets much bigger bonuses here than if you have 1 less stack. I do wonder if Constellations will remove one of those requirements. Okay, C4 goes in the opposite direction I was thinking. You get an additional buff, attack in this case, but yes, you still need a pure Hydro Cryo team. Ooh, they got a new animation for the talent ups as well. That's pretty neat. No more flashing. Do we just triple crown? Sure, why not? Oh, we can't. This isn't really the raising mode. In fact, I might just C6 her, so it's definitely not the raising mode. I mean, we're just going to start attacking some dudes and seeing what happens. She did kill them pretty quick. We can only show the first chamber of Spiral Abyss. The other 2 are secret, but we can see the Leyline Disorder when characters have 0 energy damage plus 75%. Damn, what a coincidence. I mean, obviously we have to try the Escoffier team, just like Farina. Who else? Oh yeah, Shinha. And then Escoffier right before Skirk. Second half honestly doesn't matter since we can't see the second chamber anyway. I'm not sure if the other characters on this account are built. They are at least level 90, so probably we're just gonna do, I guess, only a tap. They're all C0, so that might be something we consider changing. We're just going to tap E and start blasting. Maybe we do her Q here. We cannot press Q. I think we did that already. Let's do charge attack. I think with charge attack, we absorb the rifts that we're creating from these reactions. Although we are actually fighting a cryo enemy. So I'm kind of wondering why we get the 0 energy equals 75% damage buff on this side when we have Cryo Lady. I guess kind of like Mawika and her fighting spirit. I'm gonna cry, oh lady. Skirk, do something. Wait, we have 3. Oh, there we go. So we have like those 3 diamonds next to her bar there. And we use them when we do a charge attack, I assume, to do like some extra damage. But yeah, we can't do anything to her because we can't even get rid of the cryo shield, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Perpetual mechanical array should work, but now we need an actual team for first half. I mean, second half works for her as well, of course. Character's normal attack, cryo damage. I mean, I guess you could use her in a melt team. Just if that's worth it or not, I don't know. Might be something we explore for the actual showcases. All right, let's see how they do with the perpetual mechanical array. All right, I still honestly don't really know exactly how she works. We just did her ultimate there. Oh wow, perpetual mechanical array is getting obliterated. Everyone C0 R1, by the way. Actually, I'm not even sure about R1. I didn't check their weapons, the other characters. They probably have signatures, I imagine. Okay, so we got this fake one over there. We're gonna... Ooh, okay, wait. We could at least see her ultimate once. That was nice. That was her ultimate outside of the special mode, I guess. Kind of like Varissa and her special ultimate when she's not in the special mode. That was actually really impressive, even though I barely know how to use her. But all right, let's see if the Inkonomiya stuff is available. Ah, yes. I mean, we had to like talk to the dude. Oh wait, we're in this team, which is definitely not mono hydro cryo. It is kind of a vaporized team. These are the big Vishaps. Okay, well, this is probably not the best place for this anyway. There's like also a cryo dude. Are you serious? I just want to heal my characters. What is this? All right, to be honest, I do kind of want to look at her C6, but just totally solo. Just, you know, what changes, basically, not just trying to look for big number showcase. Never mind, for her C1 already, we need a teammate. We're just gonna get Kokomi. She's only there for the Hydro though. So basically, when we apply freeze to an enemy, like so, there we go. Oh yes, there it is right there. We can see it as a matter of fact. That's the void thing. And then we can absorb that with a charge attack. At C1, this will do something. Let's just get C1. Like I said, very casual. I just want to see what happens. We have to be in the mode to absorb it. So boom, E mode. I didn't see that it did damage. There it is. Oh wait, there it was. I think the 25k that popped up. Summons a crystal blade, so I don't think like it explodes. It summons a new thing to attack with 500% cryo damage. I guess we should absorb the rifts with her like special burst, havoc, extinction. We need to find at least an elite enemy or something. Still something that can be frozen. Actually, one thing I do want to kind of confirm for my own sake is if we will still spawn the void rifts, even though we're not actually freezing the boss, the frozen text still pops up, so the reaction still happens. So I'm assuming we do actually have them pop up. Yes, indeed. There they are. Let's try and get another one, I guess. There's the second one. Nice. And then we're going to use Q if we can get that third one. Ah, we were too late. Let's see if we can just do that again and then go into Q. Yep, there we go. It probably did a decent chunk of damage to the boss there. I wasn't really paying attention. This is kind of just turning into a raised mode anyway. I wanted to look a little deeper into that because C2 gives us a 70% attack bonus when we do Havoc Extinction in her 7-phase flash. But also the damage of her normal burst, Havoc Ruin, gets increased as well. So Havoc Ruin is the one with the animation. That's a little odd. I'm not sure when we can actually do that. She's not the one that actually needs to cause the reactions. Anyone. Which is probably the only way we're going to actually be able to do her normal burst is when she like gets the points from this method instead of doing E. So yeah, unfortunately we do just need a whole team. I'm going to make it a not good one on purpose though. I mean, Yelan's good. Yelani's good. They're all good. Just, you know, just not optimal. So if my understanding is right, without even having her on the field, the void stuff should show up as we're causing these freeze reactions here. Yep, there they are. They just popped up. She hasn't even been on the field yet, so that confirmed, I suppose. All three of them are there now. Can we go to Skirk? Okay, but Skirk... What? Okay, we're gonna absorb them. How in the hell do we get like the full energy though? Oh, whoops. Boss died kind of fast though. I kind of want to figure that out before going to C2 because C2 buffs the normal burst also. All three things on field, I think. So we are going to go to Skirk and do a burst and absorb them. And as you can see, I mean, I still don't think we can do the normal burst. Damn, it did die fast though. But she will always do the non-animation burst when she's in E mode, but E mode's the only way to get the points. I mean, I guess if we just wanted to force it, we could hold the E. We do still get the 40 there. As you can see, we can do her normal burst now. Sure, we're going to try it anyway. We're just going to do her... Yeah, that's such a sick burst animation. And it does do a ton of damage. Christ. And then I guess we can go into this mode anyway, you know? After the normal burst. I'm just wondering if there's a faster way to get her points. I guess C2 helps with that because you get 10 extra. We can just go ahead and get that one, doesn't matter. C4 is just an attack buff, don't really care. And then C5, yeah, sure. I'll save C6 for a bit. So yeah, I guess on our way there, we can do that. And we could just do her normal burst now. Maybe the point is to hold E, absorb all the rifts, and then do normal burst, and then, I don't know, man. She does keep her points slash her energy, as you can see up there, unless you go into the tap E mode, you know? So sure, let's do the burst. Chunk. Okay. That was 131k each. I know I said I'm not trying to look at numbers or anything, but geez. So yeah, when absorbing the voids, she gets stacks, and those stacks can be used in a lot of different ways: to reduce damage if she gets hit, to use as coordinated attacks when she's normal attacking in the E mode, and to buff her animated burst, with each of the up to 3 stacks dealing 750% of her attack, which sounds obviously pretty huge. Let's just grab it. All right, so we're going to try, again, ending with her getting the 3 voids on field, and then we're gonna hold her E and just see kind of how that works, I guess. Sure, we'll do Yelan's burst. Okay, we have the 3 stacks. Now we're gonna go on, hold the E, which does absorb it. Can we do the normal burst now? Yes, we can. Okay, bomb. I didn't see, but apparently 3 of those attacks should have been stronger than others. I will probably try and slow it down, but I think the boss just died too fast. Okay, fine, back into Abyss. It's not possible to actually one-shot the Perpetual, right? He just gets invincible after a while, but we should be able to see the numbers at least. Okay, let's see if I remember what I have to do, because I just played with a different team to get through the first half. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna, oh yeah, she still sees 0. Okay, whatever. So we're going to hold. Actually, no, we actually don't need to, right? Yes, we do, to absorb the voids. Okay, here we go. Yep, that was something. I think he probably would have just gotten one-shotted if he didn't have the invincibility there, probably. But okay, honestly, even that was a little deeper than I wanted to go for just a first look. So that's where I'm gonna tear myself away. Wow, that was a cool animation though. But yeah, I wanna save most of the rest of my thoughts for, you know, the actual showcase on my actual account. So that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Let me know what you think about her in the comments down below though. Dropping a like or subscribing if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.